morning, kindergarten. We've been talking about what avid readers are and what avid readers do. So in our new avid readers unit, I want to teach you that when readers have thoughts as they're reading, they stop and they put a piece of paper or a sticky note so they remember to go back. So avid readers, when we read, our thoughts are precious and we don't want to lose those. So stopping and putting a sticky note in there helps us to remember to go back and talk about the important parts. So it helps to draw something or put a little symbol to remember what you're thinking. So last night I was reading with Easton and we read a book called Secret Pizza Party, and I have it right here. If you haven't read it, it's a great book. It's so funny. So Easton got to a part and he just couldn't forget about it. He would read on and then he would say, stop, go back. So he kept wanting to go on, kept going back to one spot. And this one spot, we put a sticky note so we could talk about it at the end so we could get through the book. And it was this part right here. And our character is in the bathtub with pizza, eating pizza. Well, I don't know about you, but I've never been in the bathtub eating pizza. But Easton thought this was the funniest part. It was so funny to him because he can't imagine sitting in the bathtub eating pizza. So after the book was finished, we came back and we talked about this. So I put a sticky note here and I wrote some letters on this and I wrote LOL. Do you know what LOL means? I bet you do. So LOL stands for laugh out loud. So he was laughing about this. So I put that symbol so when we got finished, we came back and we talked more about that. Why is he in the bathtub? Why was that so funny? So I marked that page so we could go back. Do you see him sitting in the bathtub with pizza? That is so funny. His mom does not look very happy. So when we mark a page, it reminds us to talk more about it, to get through our book. So we have a new paper. I'm gonna have our camera person zoom in. We talk about important parts. Now you notice that they're with a partner, and so we're not at school today, so we're not able to talk with our turn and talk partners or our share partners, but I bet you can do that with mom or dad or brother or sister. So it does show a partner. So we talk about important parts, but when we talk about those important parts, we wait till the end, so we want to put a sticky note. So here are just a few symbols that we could draw on a sticky note to remind us to go back. So we see if something is really funny, we might write LOL on our sticky note. If we think something makes us really excited and we really want to talk about it and we're just so excited, or the character's excited, we're going to put an exclamation mark on our sticky note. If we're confused about the part, or maybe the character's confused, we're going to write a question mark because we're wanting to ask some more questions. And if it's our favorite part, maybe we have a connection to it and we can't wait to share that connection, we're going to draw a heart on our sticky note. So readers use Post-its to show their thinking, but you're thinking, I bet at home, maybe some of you don't have Post-it notes at your house. You can use a little stick of paper, a sheet of paper, maybe a big paper, and tear it off, but mark it in your book and put one of these symbols on here to remind you to go back after and talk more about what's going on in the story or how the character is feeling. So today, what you are going to do is you're going to choose one of the books that you have read, or maybe that mom or dad has read to you, and you're going to use a Post-it note or a piece of paper, and you're going to mark that page, and then you're going to go back and you're going to share with mom or dad how the character is feeling or how that page made you feel. Using one of these symbols, you're going to use your Post-it anchor chart to remind you about what symbols you could put there, and you're going to share with someone what that character is feeling or what you're feeling on that page. Now, readers, we remember that all of our thoughts are precious and we want to remember them. So the reason to put a post-it on a particular page is to remind us to go back to those pages and talk more about them, not just reading through the book. We've learned that we read books several times and we notice more things when we go back and read them. So when you read today, will you turn your brain power up? Really turn it up and think more. And I want you to think lots and lots of thoughts. But don't forget to add a post-it or a small piece of paper if you need, and mark down that thought so you can go back and talk more about the important parts in your book.